Mayuka. Can you hear me, Mayuko?
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, but I'm a bit busy, so I couldn't finish the mock test. So maybe I can do this.
That's all right. No, whenever you can.
Okay.
There's no pressure. Yeah, whenever you can. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? Oh, that's
Victoria, I'm sorry,
yes,
I logged
yes.
in as a different my work.
That's all right. Yes, that's fine. And Simon, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Good, good. So he told me, right? Am I right?
Yeah, he told me, yeah.
Good, good. you gave me in English they call it oh my goodness.
What's it?
In English they call it, just a second,
Yeah.
mnemonics. They call it mnemonics. You gave me a mnemonics and I remember your name. Yes, mnemonics is
He
something
told me.
that you, yes, that keeps that helps you remember something. You associate something with something else, and therefore you remember that.
Mnemonics.
Yes, that's mnemonics. It starts with M, but
Okay.
M is not pronounced, so mnemonics.
Ah.
Okay, let me give you a very short example of mnemonics before we start, okay?
Yep.
Now, oh. What's that? All right. Now, so in English, in mathematics, okay, in mathematics, which one means bigger? Which one means smaller? Oh, I'm not sharing again. I'm not sharing my screen, and I'm drawing something here for you, and I'm asking questions, and everybody goes silent. That's yes. So, which one of these means bigger? Which one means smaller? Simon, do you know which one?
The first one is bigger and second one is smaller.
Smaller. Very good. How do you know that?
Huh?
By luck, right? Yeah. So you see, in okay, in my language, this is how we learned it. We learned it through mnemonics. So let me. Okay, so mnemonics. Okay, so in my language, this means bigger. That means bigger. This means. So you see, the way I write it in Persian, it makes sense for me, but there are a lot of mnemonics that you can make in order to learn things, okay? So you can say, for instance, I don't know, oh yeah, another mnemonic. So do you know the vowels in English? So the vowels in English are O, U, I, E, A. So you see, now it's a mnemonics. So now you can teach, I mean, this is how you learn. And so it is called mnemonics. M is not pronounced, okay? Good. So we started off with a word that you didn't know. Now you know. And Pradeepa, how are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm good.
Good, good. Okay, let's get started. Now, today we want to start with reading first, okay? And then we go back to the ritual, the normal ritual. Now, reading first, we start with reading fill in the blanks. This section only gives point to your reading. It doesn't share its point with writing. It only gives point to your reading, okay? And we're gonna start with 43. Okay, what I told you is first you read the choices and then you start reading. Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes and then I'll ask someone to tell me which one to go for. Okay, so everybody please come up with an answer. Are you done? No. We've done this before, haven't we?
I remember I saw this sentence, but I don't remember the answer.
Mayuko, how about us? Have we done it before, Mayuko?
I think so, but I don't remember answer. So.
Okay. So we'll start with Pradeepa. Pradeepa, you tell me.
First one, divided.
Very good. When you do this, look at the preposition. So look at this preposition, into. Okay. So whatever you need a verb here. Whatever verb, it takes a preposition into. All right. So you can't say surrounded into. It doesn't make sense because it doesn't take that. Very good. Number 2.
Is that me, sir? Or
I'm sorry. Number 2. Which one?
let?
Very good. Why let? Why not allowed?
Is and
Okay, very good. But the answer is let. Look at this. Okay. Now, because we say we let him go. I let you go. We don't say I let you to go. Now, if you had allowed here, it should have in both forms allowed their cows to graze. So because of graze, there's no to. We say let graze. Otherwise, allowed. So allowed cannot be the answer because graze need to be here with to. So we say their cows to graze, and it is not that. It's not that. So it's great. Very good. Now, number 3.
increased.
Very good. And the last one. So whatever it is, you need a noun here because their, my, your, so you need a noun, and there's no noun here, so you need a noun here. So which one?
Feel.
Very good. You irrigate your field. Excellent. Okay, next one. All right, are you done? Yes? Probably. Okay, you tell me, please.
Connotations.
Very good.
But I don't remember the meaning of connotation.
It's all right. Okay, so when the word cool traveled east, all its English connotations. Connotation means that can be meanings, okay? So a word has a lot of meanings. So we say all the connotations. Connotation is something that is implied. So, okay? So for instance, I give you a word that has a lot of connotation. For instance, when I say I have a son, okay? So the connotations is that number one, I'm married. Number two is that I'm a father. Number three, you know, so these are all the connotations that come with the word I have a son. All right. So connotation means things
Like connected.
implied in a word. Very good. Connected to a word. Number two.
But she upset, gets upset.
Very good. To get upset. Number three.
Similarly.
Very good.
I guess. Necessarily.
So here.
Yeah. Not necessarily a popular person.
Okay. Very good. All right. There you go. Excellent. Any questions, everyone? No questions? Okay, we move on to the next one. Simon, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, shall we start, please?
The first one, experimental.
Very good. You need an adjective, more, or an adverb. But because progressive is IVE here, is a sign of an adjective, you need an adjective here. And AL is a sign of an adjective. Very good, like initial, but that doesn't make sense. Yes, very good. Number 2.
Lunch.
So the
Yeah.
of. Very good. You need a noun here. So how many nouns do we have? Range,
And
circle,
circle.
and also contemporary. Okay, so you think it's range. So let's go for it. Okay. Number 3.
Is inspire.
Very good. Inspired.
Oh, inspire.
Inspire. And
And contemporary.
excellent. Very good. Okay, there's only one mistake. Who knows? Which one is a wrong one? Wrong choice? Circle is a collocation. In the circle of. Okay? So we say circle of friends. All right? Circle of friends. So we say in my circle of friends means the friends that I'm, you know, I have connection. They're all artists, for instance. So that's your friends in circle, you know, or in your circle. So we also say in psychological circles, in medical circles, you know. Excellent, very good, Simon. So exact contemporary. All
Yeah.
right.
Didn't understand that.
Okay. So can you name a famous person? Simon, can you name a famous person?
Jason.
Sorry, who?
Jason.
Jason?
Yeah.
Who's Jason?
Huh?
Who's Jason? I said famous person. Famous person, so everybody knows. We don't say who's that. Somebody very famous. Yes. Simon? Someone you think everyone here knows. A very famous person. Just name someone.
Teacher.
I'm not famous, that famous. Okay, how about Donald Trump? Is there anyone here who doesn't know Donald Trump? Raise your hand if you don't know who Donald Trump is. So everybody knows. Simon, do you know Donald Trump? Surprise me, Simon, surprise me. Say no. So you know Donald Trump, right? Simon, do you know Donald Trump? Who Donald
No.
Trump is? Really? You don't know Donald Trump? Simon, you never heard Donald Trump? Donald Duck, the United States president? You've never heard of him? You surprised me today. Now, Simon, you're joking, okay?
Oh, I'm serious. Oh.
So this guy, you don't know Trump, this guy, Trump, you don't know.
Oh.
Donald Trump. The
Yeah,
United
I know,
States
I know.
president. You know, okay, good, good. So now, if we are all, so 100 years from now, people say, oh, Simon and Hamid and Pradeepa and Mayuko and Hitomi, they were Donald Trump's contemporary. When someone, now let's talk about Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, you know, that painter, famous painter, okay, Italian painter. He is not our contemporary because he lived many years ago, all right? So a contemporary, Simon, is someone who lives at the same time that you live, okay? Now, I'll ask you another example, and I'll ask you another question, Simon. Simon, what about Abraham Lincoln? Is he our contemporary? Abraham Lincoln. No, he lived many years ago, so he is not our contemporary. So if someone Putin is our contemporary because we lived at the same time. Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, who, you know. So
What about Michael Jackson? He died.
Michael Jackson, very good.
Back in
Simon,
the day.
you don't know Simon. Simon, don't tell me you do not know Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Good, good, thank you. So Michael Jackson is our contemporary.
Even though he
Even though
died.
he's dead, yes.
Okay.
I know, Simon, at one time, you, me, everyone, we were alive like Michael Jackson. We were all alive. So that's contemporary. Inspire, you know what inspire means, okay? Very good. Any questions? No? Okay, we move on to the next one. Are you done? Mayuko, are you done? Okay, you still have 1 minute almost. Okay, Mayuko, whenever you're ready.
Divided.
Number 1, divided. Why?
Into.
Excellent. Very good. Number 2.
Released. I'm not sure.
Okay. Number 3.
Highlighted. And next. Next.
Number 3.
Predicted. Number 5. I couldn't find it.
So just drag and drop one. Which one do you want me to, by luck? Should you have, because you don't get any a negative marking. So which one?
Described. I don't know.
Okay. I described to the same. Okay. Now, number 1 is correct. Number 2, the concept in a book. So what do you do to a concept? You do not release a concept. You release a book. Like me, I released the book yesterday. I released the book in Amazon yesterday. It's not there for sale, but I still. So you release a book for a concept. What do you do to a concept, Pradeepa? Which one is the answer? What do you think?
Highlighted.
He highlighted the concept in the book. Okay. You can say highlighted, yes, but you can also say outlined. You can outline the concept. Now, both of them can be correct. I'm not sure, but I would go with outline, okay? Now, the Gutenberg Galaxy, which was just as the television was starting, which was what?
Reach.
Okay, so what do you do to a book?
Release.
You release a book. Very good. So this book was released just as the television was starting to become popular. Okay. A verb, the world was entering the 4th. He predicted. Very good. Now, you don't have to read this section up to here. Start from here. So from here, you go back and say, okay, it would be an age. Okay. He called it the global village and said it would be an age when everyone had 2. Okay. So the preposition is 2. Which one of these has 2 as a preposition? Everyone had access to the same, okay? Information through technology. Let's check. I don't know. I don't know the answers. All right.
Can be the 4th one. Describe.
I'm sorry?
Can be the number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Described.
He predicted.
Predicted.
Yes, he predicted the world was entering the 4th. Now,
Cannot be predict. Not predict. Described.
he described the world was entering. He described the world was entering the 4th. No.
No.
He said in his book, he said that
Oh.
we are entering the 4th. So he predicted. Okay. Now this is a good theory. I just read it here. It's a good theory. So it has divided the world into 4 stages. Number 1, the human world, the human history is the acoustic age. Acoustic means sound. So when we started to say, oh, and then that's when the human started, talking. And after that, it was the literary age, when we started to write, literacy, writing. And after that, it was the print age with Gutenberg. So here, Gutenberg, where is, I had Gutenberg, here, the Gutenberg Galaxy. So Gutenberg, the German person who invented the printing machine. So that's the print age. And now we are in the electronic age. So we are contemporary with the electronic age. Okay? So electronic age is the age we are living in. That's what he predicted. Okay? Any questions?
But number 2, you said it can be highlighted as well. Right?
Okay, so he outlined the concept. He highlighted the concept in a book. So you see, he highlighted the concept in a book. What concept? He didn't measure. When you say he highlighted, you need to measure. So he highlighted that poverty, he highlighted that poverty could be a problem. So you mentioned specifically what is the problem, but here he outlined the concept. What do you do to a concept? You outline it. So here we're talking about collocations, okay? And that's collocates, outline collocates with concept. Any more questions, Mayuko?
No.
Pradeepa?
Yes.
No more questions? Okay. Do you want to do one more or that's enough?
One more.
One more, okay. So I'll ask one of you guys to do it for me. So, oh, by the way, in the exam, you spend 30 to 40 seconds on each. So 30, around 2 to 3 minutes here would be fine. Okay, and you have 3 minutes here, look on the clock. But you, in the exam, you need to manage your time. So let's okay. Pradeepa, are you ready? Yes, number 1, Pradeepa.
Focused on.
Excellent, because of the preposition on. Now, remember, in the test, for each right answer, there is a distractor. A distractor should be the same as the answer, but from a meaning point of view, it should be different. But for instance, what is focused in terms of part of a speech, Pradeepa? Is it a noun? Is it a verb? Is it an adjective? What is it? It's a verb.
Yeah.
Okay. So now for focused, I made this as a distractor. So you would say, Mike's research is made on. That could be the answer. So you see, one is the answer, focus is the answer, and made is a distractor. So remember, if you found a distractor that cannot be used here, that distractor is useless from now on. You cannot use it somewhere else. Unless I'm a clever content maker and I use the same distractor, I have several verbs and I can use each one as a distractor for another one. So this way, I'm outwitting you, I'm smart, using the same answer for a distractor of another. But usually distractors, once the distractor is not the answer, you cannot use it anywhere else. Very good. Number 2, Simon. Simon? Are you gone?
Jonah.
Very good. Of the journal, archives of microbiology. Good. He told me.
Interest.
Good. You see, scientific is an adjective. Scientific is an adjective. Here, there's no noun, so you need a noun here. Now, what did I tell you about an answer and a distractor? Can you tell me the distractor for interest?
Subjects.
Subjects, very good. So you say, okay, interests, subject. So this is the distractor, very good. And Mayuko?
Besides.
Very good. What is this? What is a distractor for beside? In. So you see, these two, one is the answer, the other one is distractor. Usually, if you have 3 blanks, up to 4 blanks, we give a distractor for every answer. After 4 blanks, so 5, we have got 5, whatever you have plus 3. So 5 blanks plus 3 distractor, that's 8. So you cannot have, for 5 blanks, you cannot have 10 answer and distractor. That's too many. So after 4, whatever it is, plus 3. So if you have 6 blanks plus 3 distractor, you get 9 answers there. All right? There you go. Very good. All right. Now we can start with something else. Okay, today is, I'm gonna ask Simon. Simon, what do you want us to start with? What do you want us to start with? Speaking, reading we just did, writing, or listening, or go home? Oh, we are home, by the way. We are home.
Listening.
Listening, very good. We start with listening, okay? So, there we go. Now, the first part of this listening is summarize the spoken text, okay? And I want you to, everyone, I play one summarize spoken text. I want you to write as many words as you can and then type and send it over to me, all right? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Number 34.
Before we consider international environmental law and climate change, we need to consider domestic legislation, as it is within the southern states that international law is put into practice. This reflects the environmentalist maxim, think globally, act locally. United Kingdom legislative control over the impacts of man's activity on the environment is not new. As long ago as the reign of Charles II, the main concern was the production of smoke from the burning of sea coal. Almost all areas of trade and industry were subject to very detailed legislative controls at that time, although some were governed by self-regulation in the form of guilds, who regulated both supply and methods of production. However, the measures implemented were mostly ineffective because then, as now, the specifying of legal duties and standards without providing any appropriate enforcement merely indicated good intentions, but were of little practical effect. The next stage was prompted by the Industrial Revolution with the urbanization of society and its profound effects on the environment. Local industrialists used the Adam Smith model to maximize their economic benefit, but this was to the detriment of the local government with the operation of Gresham's law, that is, the bad drives out the good. Those industrialists who were concerned for either the health of their employees or the local environmental faced higher costs than their competitors.
Excuse me.
Yes, Hitomi?
So how can we send the
Aha.
to you by
yes.
email or?
No, here. Through the chat, hi. Okay, you can type and then paste it there for me. I'll see it.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Good. Hitomi, do you remember the template for describe for retail lecture?
think I have a template from you yet.
Okay. So we use the same template here. So we say the topic of the lecture was act locally and see the, for instance, okay, the topic of the lecture was globe, you know, you can call. So just write simple sentences, simple sentences, and that's it. But very good. You have, I mean, if you can write this much of content, you will easily get the score for this section. But basically, your grammar comes from this section. Your grammar mainly comes from this section. So you need to be very careful with your grammar. So let me see who else is, okay. We're still waiting for others. 3 minutes to go, ish. Very good. Next person coming in. All right. Everyone is done?
Not yet.
Okay, keep going, keep going. Very good, Pradeepa. 1, 2, 4, 6, 10, 12. Very good. That's more than 60. Excellent. Oh, did you say you can see someone else's writing here? Pradeepa, can you see your own writing here? Yes, can you see it? Pradeepa, can you see whatever you've typed here?
Only mine. Yeah.
No, I mean, put it in the middle, the chat box. Can you see it? Everyone can see it?
Yeah, I can see other people.
You can see other people's writing here. The
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That's because I don't know why, but I cannot copy and paste it. I need to go to my, probably, how about this? Yes, we have a, let me try that one. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Copy. Ooh, no. Okay, your computer. No, I can't. I don't want it. Okay. So thank you. Everyone sent, and we start with Pradeepa. So write simple sentences. The topic of the lecture was climate change. Very good. The speaker talked about. So the first sentence, Pradeepa, just say talked. Next, you start say also, because the speaker hasn't said anything. You say the speaker also talked. So the speaker talked about environment, full stop. The speaker, capital T, also went on and talked about United Kingdom and productions. Very good. The speaker also highlighted the following points. So semicolon, put a semicolon. Do you know what semicolon is? Yes. So put a semicolon and say climate change, London. You don't have to make sense, okay? You don't have to make sense. Good. Highlighted the following points, such as rain, production, industry, global warming, climate change, comma, practical effect, and industrial revolution. Very good. There, capital T, okay? The speaker provided a brief information about climate change and practical effects. In conclusion, Okay, you see, again, you have to have capital I. In conclusion, the lecture was entirely clear. And okay, you don't need to mention that, but if you want, just say finally. Finally, or in conclusion, comma. You see, there's no comma here. In conclusion, comma. The lecture was entirely clear and informative. Very good. So what I want you to do here is number one, the punctuation. So capital letters to start sentence and full stop at the end. Otherwise, it is grammatically wrong. So your grammar basically comes from here. Remember,
Okay.
your grammar does not come from your speaking, because once you're speaking, grammar goes out of the window. Whenever you're typing, your grammar is gauged. Okay, very good. Next one, Mayuko. The topic of the lecture was international climate change. Very good. The speaker talked about environmental activity. Very good. The speaker also went on and talked about children and smoke production. Okay, so you see, smoke production affected doesn't make sense grammatically. So the speaker also went on and talked about children and smoke production. That's it. Or smoke production effects. Just make it a noun. Smoke production effects. Okay. Finally, the speaker highlighted the following points: semicolon or comma, that's fine. Production, indicating good attention, local society, local government, global warming, rain, smoking, and bad driving. Very good. Why not? Excellent. Fewer grammatical mistakes. And we come to Simon. The topic of the lecture was, so here you see Simon here,
Yeah.
you need space. Okay. After was, you need a space, because if you write a sentence like, okay, it's not, if you have no comma here, imagine between London and this, there's no comma. Okay. The computer read this as one word. The whole thing is one word for the computer.
Oh, okay.
And if the computer wants to make sense out of it, it has to put a space here. So that's a grammatical mistake. So space here was climate change. Very good. The speaker talked about the measures. Very good. The measures implemented, mostly effective. Very good. The speaker also went on and talked about control, the impact of human activity on environment. Very good. So the speaker also went on and talked about controlling. Because about a preposition. Whenever you have a verb after a preposition, it has to be ing form. So the speaker talked about controlling, the speaker talked about playing, the speaker talked about having the impact. So whatever it is, it should be in ing form. On environment, finally, the speaker highlighted the following points: comma or semicolon. Very good. Environment control, self-regulation, and legislation. Very good. Good content, good grammar. Okay. So there we go. There we go. Very good, everyone. Now we go. Yes, please.
Sorry, I ask you where you use the semicolon again, please.
At the end, so we say
Alright.
finally, the speaker highlighted the following points. Now, the following points, we use semicolon, okay?
Okay.
And after that, we mention anything you didn't have an opportunity to put it in a sentence, just a sporadic content. We content words. So any content, for instance, there was a date, number, there was a number, 562. You write 562, you don't know where to put it. You don't know whether it was years or number or the liter of something. So you write, finally, the speaker highlighted the following points: global warming, 566, 566, that's it. That 566 is content, because the computer has that number and says, okay, ping, ping, content. You get
Okay. Yeah. Do we need to use such as, or it's not necessary? Just trying to
It's all right. It's all right. Whatever you think
Both ways.
grammatically is okay. That's
up
fine.
to the word number
Yes.
or words. Yeah.
Up to,
Okay.
so it has to be more than 50 and less than 70. Remember?
Okay.
All right. Now we start with the speaking. Okay, I'll tell you who's reading. 5 seconds to go. Simon.
There is no single method of learning that guarantees success. How we learn that depend on many different factors, and what works best for you will not necessarily be the same as the approach used for the other students, even they study the same course. We are all unequal as learners, although some patterns emerges for any group of students.
Very good. You finished here. Excellent. Okay, and as soon as you finish, you press next, and the computer says, "Are you crazy?" And you say, "Yes, I am." Okay, next one. Mayuko.
Have you ever pictured a world without light? Just think how much we rely on man-made light sources in our lives. Without engineering, we wouldn't be able to live the way we do. No street light, no TV, no computer display, no house light. Engineering design and build all these things that they also design, build, and run the electricity systems that power all those light sources.
Very good. Okay, you still need to read a bit faster to get it somewhere around here, but that's better than before. Very good. Practice. Next one. Pradipa. Unmute.
Teenage girls are continuing to outperform boys in English while the gender gap in achievements in math and science has almost disappeared. The figures show that the last year 80% of 14-year-old girls reach at least the expected level 5 in English compared with 65% of boys, but in math the girls are just 1% ahead of boys, while in science the difference is 2%.
Good, you finished here. Very good. You told me?
Australians speak English, of course, but for many tourists and even some locals, Australian English has only tenuous links with mother tongue. Our speech is prepared with words and phrases whose archaic meanings are understood only by the initiate. It is this colorful colloquialism that Australian slang said to truly explain.
Very good. You finished almost past half. Okay, one more for everyone. So remember, so everyone had to go, right? Am I right? Yes, everyone had to go. Yeah. Okay, this is for everyone. So I want to give you that feeling of a real test where everybody's, shouting. Middle Ages, the design
The
and
Middle
use of flags
Ages, the
were
design and
considered
the use
by
of flags
some
were
people
considered as
as
meaning of
therefore the
identifying
symbol of
social
not only
status.
but also
Flags
the
were the
design of
symbol of
government
not
and
of
also
nations,
the
but of the
symbol
nobility.
of arms.
Design
And
of
the
each
size of the
flag
flag
resembled the
was
devices of the
Flags
nobles'
defined
coat
by
of
the
arms,
size
and the size of the
indication
flags
of
was
how high
an
the
indication of
owner
how
stood in the
high the
nobility.
owner stood in the nobility.
Very good. Here. Okay. All right. Now get ready for repeat sentence. So I want you to write down, everyone, and then, okay. Mayuko.
Parents are financially responsible for their children until they reach adulthood.
The financial problems until they reach
Adulthood.
adulthood.
Okay, everybody does 3. So because the first one you weren't prepared, so you have 3 more. Ready, Mayuko? Okay, number 1.
There was not enough evidence to support the recommendations.
There was not enough support for recommendation.
Very good.
The Commissioner will collect fines for the sovereignty.
I always couldn't get the first of sound. Maybe some of the noise makes sense, so
Okay.
I can hear the rest of the sound, but I don't.
The commissioner, let me, okay.
The Commissioner will collect fines for the sovereignty.
The commissioner will collect fines for the sovereignty. Okay. The last one, Mayuko.
Training covers a range of scenarios that an actor might encounter.
The scenario wasn't act. The training covers a range of scenarios.
Training covers a range of scenarios that an actor might encounter.
Okay. Good. Next one. It's Pradeepa.
The opposition has so far been unresponsive to our proposal.
Pradeepa, your microphone is Pradeepa. Okay.
Unresponse only I hear.
Okay.
The opposition has so far been unresponsive to our proposal.
The opposition has so far been unresponsive to our proposal. Good. Okay, got 2 more.
The dining hall will undergo renovations during the fall break.
Undergo renovation. I didn't get it.
Fall break. Okay.
The dining hall will undergo renovations during the fall break.
So we have summer break, we have winter break. This is the fall break. Okay. And the last one.
Quantitative and temporal parameters of food consumption were used.
Food consumption for use.
Were used. Okay. Good.
Quantitative and temporal parameters of food consumption were used.
Simon?
You have to learn how to use the library to save your time.
You have to learn how to use the library to save your time.
Excellent. Very good.
Having a shower before going to bed can help you sleep.
Before going to bed can help you to sleep.
Very good. Having a shower before going to bed can help you sleep. Having a shower before going to bed can help you sleep. And the last one, Simon?
We are delighted to have Professor John Robert in our faculty.
We are delighted.
Yes.
That's all I got.
We are delighted to have Professor John Roberts in our faculty.
We are delighted to have Professor John Robert in our faculty.
Okay, he told me.
Undergraduate students may participate in specific stages within the program.
Undergraduate student may participate in specific programs.
Very good. So don't go fast here, go slow.
Gravity makes objects attracted to one another.
Gravity is something object attracts to one another.
Good. Don't say something. Mimic it. Say gravity objects one another. Okay. Because when you say something, something is written, and yeah. Okay. Very good. Oh, let me just show you the answer.
Gravity something makes objects.
Gravity makes objects attracted to one another.
You are required to complete your research paper by next Monday.
You are required to complete research paper by next Monday.
Very good. Now, from now on, it's for everyone. I want you to repeat whenever you're done. Okay, let's go.
Astronauts use light years to measure the distance in space.
Astronauts use
light years to measure the
light
distance
year
in
to
space.
measure distance in space.
The sociology department is highly regarded worldwide.
The sociology
department is highly regarded worldwide.
Okay, very good. Remember, the more you practice, the better you become here. Okay, so practice as much as you can. Now, we'll start with describe image. Okay, everyone. The image describes Canada, political. It also everyone. It also provides some information
about
categories such as Ontario, Quebec, Manitoba.
Manitoba.
In the colors brown, yellow, green, and dark.
It's
It is
clear
clear from the image that Manitoba has the largest part of Canada, while Quebec has, the Phillip Island has the smallest.
Ontario, it's
In
the
conclusion, finally, by
finally
showing important information based on facts and figures, having significant effect on Canada, respectively.
PTEs.
Okay, very good. So now we go individually. I tell who the person is, just 5 seconds to go. Simon?
The image describes the body mass index. It also provides some information about different categories such as obese, overweight, normal, and underweight. It is clear for the image that the objects contribute the most, and on the other hand, the underweight contribute the least. Finally, by looking at the image, it can be concluded the image is showing important information based on fact and figure, having a significant effect on 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, and 200 respectively.
Excellent, very good. Okay, good job. This is a real exam question, okay? A lot of students got this for their exam. And Pradipa is going to show us how to do it.
The image describes the information about how to use keyboards, and the red means wrong and that green means correct. When we need to type, we just need to put our hand in the top of the keyboard. It also provided some information about different aspect of uses the keyboards, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. So remember, you just need to apply the template. So let me do it for you. So if you memorize the template, Bob's your uncle. So remember, the image describes, it also provides, it is clear, finally. The image describes the wrong and correct way of typing. It also provides some information about different categories, such as 1, 2, and 3 stages of using the keyboard. It is clear from the image that the wrong in red at the top section is the worst. On the other hand, the green part at the bottom is the best. Finally, by reviewing the image, it can be concluded the image is showing important information based on facts and figures, having a significant effect on the way you put your hand on a keyboard, respectively. So remember, you don't have to make sense, just talk for, at a steady pace. That's fine. You don't have to make sense. Very good. Okay, next one. Oh, too big? Okay. How about this? Again, exam question, but I don't want you to go with this, but the image describes 2 photos. It is It also provides some information about different categories, such as the old, black and white, and the color on the right-hand side of the same street. It is clear from the image that the right-hand side is the most important, but okay, blah, blah, blah. So, all right, you tell me? Can you see it? Is that, or is it too big? Hmm?
Oh, sorry. I haven't got your template yet, but
Oh, did I say he told me? I meant Mayuka. Sorry.
sorry.
Okay, next one. Next one. So let me play that for. Okay. So again, exam question. So look at these exam questions. There's nothing for you to mention. You just need to have that template ready. And this is another exam question. Oh my goodness, they're all exam questions are here. Who wants to describe this? Mayuko, are you ready?
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Mayuko.
The picture describes about the people who watching games. It also provides some information about different categories such as red crosses, black cross, and denims. It is clear from the picture that red cross is the most, and the other hand, black cross contribute the least. Finally, by reviewing the image, it can be concluded that the image is showing important information based on facts and figures having a significant effect on
Respectively. Very good, Mayuko. Now, there's something strange here. Can you find something strange here? No?
no,
Anything different here? Anything wrong?
Maybe in front, people have changed their gender, like they put makeup, something.
How do you know?
They looks like.
Very good, Pradipa. You are very clever. You are one clever visitor. Excellent. In my country, in Iran, ladies cannot go to the stadium, and they love football. And at it's just the stadium are just for men because of Islam. Islamically they say women cannot go there. Anyway, so this lady here, this lady here, she likes this red team. It's called Persepolis. So because she's a fan of that team, she has to go to the match. So she uses a beard, everything in order to get to the stadium. So once she's done that, she tells the friends and say, I always go and watch the football. And this lady here, and these two other ladies, this is their own hair. They cut their hair like a boy's, but they put on this beard, thingy, and they get into a stadium until she published that on a social media. I don't know. Facebook is banned in Iran, a lot of, but people knew. I think it was the BBC, they talked to her. So they put special people at the stadiums, and they searched those who they thought that might be girls. Now, the FIFA, the governing body over football, has asked Iran, if you do not allow ladies to go to the stadium, we're gonna ban your football. We're gonna your teams will be out of international games and stuff. So they allow a certain number of ladies to go, but in recognition of her whatever she's done, I published a book in Iran. it was about the PTE, and I put this photo there. They check every book that is going to be printed. They check every book, every photo, and they checked this photo. They couldn't find anything wrong with this. They didn't know that they are all ladies. So it got printed in Iran. But just to cherish whatever they've done, I took this risk of printing this book there. Anyway, thank you very much, Mayuko. That was a good description. And Pradeepa, very clever, because I asked a lot of the students, so do you know anything different here? So, oh, there are a lot of empty seats here. No. Okay, now we can do one more. Who hasn't done it yet? Everyone has done one? Okay, so he told me I'll give you the fact that these guys did it. Now we do retail lecture. Okay, retail lecture is the same as summarize a spoken text. You write as many words as you can, and then you start. The topic of the lecture was this. The speaker talked about this. The speaker also went on. Finally, the speaker highlighted the following points. Okay, so write as many words as you can.
The brand is the talent. And let's stick with that sports analogy. The answer is you can spend $450 million on a stadium, but if over a 10-year period, the player talent's no good and there are more losses than there are wins, there are going to be a lot more empty seats than there are full ones, right? No matter how good the marketing is, no matter how beautiful the stadium is, the brand is the talent. Benison Biederman again. The leaders of great groups love talent and know where to find it. They revel in the talent of others. Only in the stupid world of business and government do we promote the best accountant to the head of the accounting department, the best salesman to the head of the sales department, the best trainer to the head of the training department. You don't do that in sports, right?
Mayuko, please. Mayuko?
The topic of the lecture was
leadership.
The speaker talked about the marketing. The speaker also went on and talked about the level in the talent. Finally, the speaker highlighted the following points: stupid word from department sports.
Yes, very good. Okay, remember you have 10 seconds before the beep. So during that 10 seconds, you just write down and get prepared. So whatever you've written, you start beep. The topic of the lecture was leadership. The speaker talked about Lieberman and how sportsmen and how stadiums can be empty. The speaker also went on and talked about this. Finally, the speaker highlighted the following word: only in the stupid world of accounting. Whatever he said, he just mentioned without making sense. Okay, one more.
Turner, not surprisingly, painted one of the earliest pictures of London's fog in the 1835 painting The Thames Above Waterloo Bridge. Turner, as a true-born Londoner, is advertising his familiarity with London's air problem by putting smoke and atmospheric pollution at its centre. And as you can see in here, the bridge is the central element, which is a theme that's later taken up by Monet. And it's partly obscured by the steam and smoke which rises from both sides of the river. Here we see a shot tower, I think you can just about see it, which was constructed in 1826. Do you know what shot towers are? They produce shot for guns, ammunition, and they were very smoky, one of the more smoky industries. But it's barely visible, as you can see, as are the various industries on the Lambeth side of the river. There's on this side, there's a steamship about to dock or preparing to leave. It's black smoke thrusting up to join the kind of swirling arc of smoke there.
Simon, please.
The topic of lecture was smoke and air pollution. The speaker talked about the London problem.
Very good.
The speaker also went on and talked about in the beach in 1835.
Good.
And finally, the speaker highlighted the following point. Air problem.
Time's up. Very good. Time's up. So very good. You wrote as many as you could, but I want you to be just a bit neater. So the topic of the lecture was this. The speaker talked about that. The speaker also went on. Finally, the speaker highlighted the following points. Very good. You mentioned enough points. Good. Good. Any questions? Pradeepa, any questions? No. Mayuko?
No, thank you.
All right.
Sorry,
So,
I have one.
yes, please.
Short, when I do the short answer, sometimes I'm telling the right answer, but it gets the wrong pronounced. Maybe I pronounce in a wrong way.
Yeah.
So is there any chance to, is it okay to spell the letters?
Oh, I know. No, but try your best. Now, the first day, Pradeepa, I mentioned that you go to this website here. Look. Go to this website for practicing. It's called Speech Notes. Speech Notes.co, not .com, .co. Okay. So this is, you need to allow the website to access your microphone. Now, once you do, see how many words it picks. So try to speak in a way so that this picks whatever you say. So look, I try to. So now whatever I'm saying, it is typing. So for instance, if that word you say the computer cannot pick, you come here and you repeat, say, okay, you say wick. Look, it typed wick. Okay, but now it's typing quick. So try in order to get the correct answer, it is better if you say it crisp and in a pronounced way, then the computer wouldn't go wrong. But usually they choose an answer that is crystal clear. For instance, like picture. So it never goes wrong, okay? But a word like wick,
Yes.
look, oh, okay, now it got wick. If you say, if your mouth is not round like this, then it wouldn't pick up, look, Vic. It went for Victoria, Vic, because I didn't pronounce it. So maybe you need to work on your W's like wick, wick, and Vic. Okay, so stuff like that. Simple, basic pronunciation of the words. But if you practice here on this website, it helps you to discover what sort of words you're having trouble pronouncing. It picks that up. You see it is wrong. Try to say it in a way so that it picks it up. Okay.
Thank you.
No worries. Any more questions, guys? No? Okay. I'll see you tomorrow night. All right.
Yeah.
Have a good one. See ya. See you, everyone.